conversation, yes, but quite frankly, Christian McCaffrey should be number two now because of what he's done. And so it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out because more likely than not, Lamar is going to end up getting it. So here's what's happening. So this weekend, so Lamar has a huge game against Miami. Now, again, so there's number three guy, Tyreek Hill, right? So keep your eye on what happens in this game because if Tyreek goes off, right, let's say Miami, pulls a bit of a stunner, but maybe they get into a track meet. It'll be interesting to see how Baltimore's defense, which, pretty much took care of, a very potent 49ers offense last night, if they can take care of the Miami potent offense. And, if they do, then absolutely they will be the Super Bowl favorite. I don't know what it is right now, actually. Let's see. They probably are, but it's probably very close between them and the 49ers. So let's see. So currently, Niners still favored plus 225, Baltimore plus 350, Miami plus 750. So, and so MVP Lamar minus 160. So McCaffrey second plus 400, Tua third plus 10 to 1, Purdy fourth 12 to 1. Now, so Tyreek's all the way down to seventh and at 22 to 1. Um, so Lamar minus 160 with 2 weeks to go. They play Miami, and then I can't remember who they play the last week of the season. So if the Ravens have another great game against Miami, then, he's definitely, it'll go up to minus, 1,000 or whatever, they might have stopped taking bets. So they play the Steelers for the final game of the year. And so the 49ers have Washington, and then they finish with the Rams. Now the Rams game could be competitive. So here's the interest. So when it comes down to MVP, it's not necessarily Lamar's yet because so a couple things could happen. So chances are he'll have a pretty good game against Miami. They still might lose, but he'll probably have a good game. So we'll see. But if somehow maybe he has a rough game and Tyreek goes off, and then now in the 49ers game, McCaffrey goes off, and the 49ers destroy Washington. Now, so that if that happens, so the 49ers will lock up the number one seed, and so McCaffrey could potentially rest the final game against the Rams. And then, now interestingly, so if Lamar, so the same thing though, because if Baltimore beats Miami, they'll lock up the number one seed, and will Lamar play the last week of the season? And then, will Tyreek have, because the Dolphins finish, so Raven, and then they finish with the Bills. So yeah, that'll be interesting. So yeah, a lot of it is gonna hinge on what happens this week because if McCaffrey, yeah, it'll be very interesting. But if Baltimore goes off and does what they did to the 49ers against Miami, then yeah, it's definitely over and it's Lamar's. So